I am Dr. Project and you are watching Smart Projects, Smart Skills. Today we're going to focus on first question, what is project manager's role? And second question, should you become project manager? Let's dive in. Okay, so what are the specifics? What is the nature of project manager's job? Okay, so depending in what industry you are working as a project manager and what is the nature of the project. But we can start from very one general rule. Every project manager, independent from where he is working, in which industry and what is nature of his project, every project manager globally needs to communicate. And there was some study, I remember, in which they checked and proved that on average, every project manager is communicating 90% of his time. So 90% of his time spent on a project is spent on communication. And it may look very high, irrationally high, but if you think about it, and when I think about what I'm doing every day, every week, every month in my projects, I think it's true. I think it's true because project manager needs to communicate with his project team. He needs to communicate with his customer. He needs to communicate with his sponsor. He needs to communicate with the vendors. He needs to communicate with line managers of the people who are assigned to his project team. And he's communicating on the calls via emails during the meetings. So yes, communication is very comprehensive, is broad, and also reporting status of your project, also updating your risks. Everything is under communication. So this is first very broad aspect. Okay, second aspect of project manager's job I would like to mention is he needs to take a lot of decisions. So they can be small ones, like somebody from your project team is coming to you and asking for some advice or for the decision what do we do next, or what to choose from if you have 2 or 3 options in a given with the given topic. But also there are like medium level and higher level decisions with higher impact. So if there is a delay in the project, what you should do. If the risk is materializing, what we should do. If, for instance, your vendor is underperforming, what decision you should take. So relatively high part of project manager's time is making decisions, thinking about them, preparing to make the decision and making this decision and taking responsibility of these decisions. Third aspect of the daily duties is organizing. So you need to be well organized yourself, but very often you need to organize work of your project team as a whole, but also your project team members, because very often these people are subject matter experts in their areas, but not always they are well organized. So you need to help them, you need to support them. And the last key duty I would like to mention is managing priorities. Every day will challenge you, every hour, every meeting will challenge you, and these challenges may influence what you should do next. So you should be able to identify what is your focus list, and even if you need to focus on 2 or 3 or 4 things at the same time, then okay, you need to decide what are the priorities. And it is quite important part of project manager's job. Okay, now let's answer the question, should you become project manager? Is it a good idea for you? First of all, what type of person are you? Okay, I mentioned project manager, he's a constant communicator. So you need to be good communicator, that's for sure. But I think this skill you can learn. You can learn with years, you can learn with training, you can learn with your experience. So I don't think a lot of people are good communicators just by nature. It's something you are gaining. You can learn and gain that, that's for sure. You need to be well organized, you need to be decisive, you need to manage your priorities. To some extent also these skills can be learned. So what is the factor which is important if you should become project manager or not, if you are a good candidate to be a good project manager or not? I think it's something else. I think it is, do you have this adventurer spirit? So how are you approaching situation in which you are surprised, if there is sudden change of the plans? If you have this flexibility and you can adjust to the new situation, then I think by nature you are a good candidate to be a project manager. And on the opposite, if you are a person who likes routine, who likes everything to be going more or less the same every day, same process, the same routine, and you don't like to be surprised, then I think it may not be for you. Because and for instance, what was my story? My story was that I joined multinational bank 20 years ago, and I was doing things related to finances and risks, but business as usual, not projects. But daily duties and daily routine was killing me, because it was interesting, but it was interesting for the first 2 months, and then it was killing me that every day it was the same. But then I come across opportunity to join project, and this is how it started. And I discovered that I like projects because every month, every week, every day is different. You meet different people, you are doing different activities in different stages of the project. So if you like change, if you like every day and every meeting to be different, with different people, with different ideas, with interesting things happening, I think it may be for you. Okay, that's all I prepared in this video. Thank you for watching. Good luck and goodbye.